I invited Dr. Nisha from ISA International Solar Alliance to come here and present his valuable presentation.
Salam. Soba Bekha. I am not good in Persian. Just to greet you, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all the INA conference delegates scheduled today in Tehran on behalf of ISA, International Solar Alliance. Just to begin with International Solar Alliance, it was initiated in the month of November 2015, driven by PM Modi, Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi, and France President. They united together and they told, let us join hands together and work on global aspects and the macro level of solar issues. And that's how, under the Paris Convention Treaty, this ISA was formed. International Solar Alliance initially started with a prospective members of 122 countries with the two conditions that there will be two things. One, the country should be a UN member. The second, the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn should pass that particular country. And in that, we identified 122, in which 77 countries became our members as of now. In October 30th, in this month, we are having a General Assembly in which we expect something around probably more than 45 countries, energy ministers participating in India. Now the question is, renewable energy, we are talking a lot about, because I'll just tell you one thing. When I used to meet a lot of ministers, energy ministers, around 2 years back, 3 years back, they were not, when I start a talk, can we talk something about the solar? They say, yeah, just tell me what you want to do. And gradually it just disappear in nano minutes, nano microns, seconds. They were not so much interested. But today, if I go and talk to anybody, they say, yes, we want to talk about the solar. What is the agenda? How we can expand? So that was my main agenda. Here, on behalf of the Director General of ISA, Mr. Upendra Tripathi, and our Prime Minister, I am here to represent ISA on your forum. I'll just give you a brief about the ISA, and then we'll talk about the prospective things about the West Asia. And as of me, I am the advisor for the West Asia and the Middle East, and it was always my dream to work closely with the West Asian countries. Iran was in my dream, and today I got an opportunity, inshallah, that I am here on the floor with all of you. ISA was founded recalling the Paris Declaration on the International Solar Alliance of 30th November 2015 and shared ambition to undertake joint efforts required to reduce the cost of finance and the cost of technology and mobilize more than US $1,000 billion investment needed by 2030 for massive deployment of solar energy and pave the way for future technology adapted to the needs. Recognizing the solar energy provides solar-rich countries lightly, fully, or partially between the Tropic of the Cancer and Capricorn. Affirming that these obstacles can be addressed if solar research-rich countries act in a coordinated way. So this association, International Solar Alliance, was formed that let us join hand together, all the countries, shake hand, and let make the sun more brighter. We are not in position to lose any nanoparticle, anything about the solar. We need to capture each and every part where the solar is. And I'll just share with you why we interacted with Republic of Iran and why we are here. We did our survey and we found that there is a massive opportunity which is lying here. The only thing is that, but there are certain things that Iran is still not a member of ISA, International Solar Alliance, because in our first agenda, we told that We have been mandated by the UN and everybody that only the UN member countries and the countries which passes to the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. But the amendment came last year and the countries told why we are deprived. We have got abundant supply of solar, but we are not getting the privilege of ISA. So the amendment came and we gradually invited everybody, whoever has the opportunity where the solar is coming, where the sun is coming, and they are the UN member, they can become the International Solar Alliance member, prospective members, and the members also. The utmost vision and mission of the International Solar Alliance is to provide a dedicated platform for cooperating amongst solar resource rich countries where the global opportunity, including bilateral and multilateral organizations, corporates, industries, and other stakeholders, can make a positive contribution to assist and help the common goal of increasing the use of solar energy in meeting energy needs of prospective ISA member countries in safe. So, when it comes to energy, West Asian and Persian Gulf are best known for their oil and gas. But across the region, government, power companies, and investors are beginning to exploit another abundant resource, the sun. In places like Jordan, Jordan has got excess of solar energy. Now they don't know what to do, so they have to freeze down. They have stopped the, you can say, generation of the energy. And initially what is happening, they are just exporting what my earlier colleague Philip have told, that there is a time you can export these energy to your neighboring countries and make them avail those opportunity of becoming an energy resource country. Today, many of them eager are to talk, so we have already heard about Iran, why we are here now. Among renewable energy sources, Iran has a higher solar energy potential. Considering only 1% of the total area with the 10% system efficiency for solar energy harness, about 9 million megawatt of energy can be obtained in one single day. What a glory. Where you are, you have been enriched by blessing of the Allah that you have got the so much sun rays here. You can explore so much opportunities. Iran reopening to the world as a sanctuary is anxious to modernize its electricity infrastructure and plan to invite developers to bid on solar and wind power project that could total amount to $10 billion. Now here we are basically working the ISA. We are working on the three aspects. We are not here to provide your solar rooftop, because when we come and talk about solar energy, the first thing in our mind comes, oh, solar rooftop. No. We are here to make the country prosper, to make the country grow in the field of solar, in the policies. And we are here to help you, to provide you a hand in the three components: generation of the energy, management of the energy, and distribution of the energy. We are here to work in a macro level on these three parameters. We, in Indian, let's talk about the India, why we are so much passionate about the solar. It's something like that. In our Indian religion, sun is known to be the most powerful planet which has the capacity to neutralize the other planet. It's astrological, which I am talking about. We believe in sun as a god, and has been worshipping to the god for a long time. Om Suryaya Nama is a shlok by which we pray to God, the planet. Om, I bow down with devotion to the shining light that is shining red like a hibiscus flower, shining onto the earth, removing all the darkness and removing sin. Om, I bow to the sun. Even in the Quran, 12:13 tell us that He hath constrained the night and the day and the sun and the moon to be service unto you. So see, even the God and the Allah, they are all talking about the sun. We need to work on the solar energy in a macro level. We here, as of me, I'm having a background of an artificial intelligence. We are working We are using the technology, like 70% of the land, the earth, is covered with the water. So, if there is a water, we are losing the sun rays. What to do with that? We are coming with the solar floating waters technology in the context of AI. Means floating rooftop, floating devices which will directly take the sun rays, cultivate and pass it to the grid. That's one thing. Other thing, what about the orbit? Does all the sun rays come to us? No. The sun rays get distorted in between. So what we are doing? We are working in a macro level of with space artificial intelligence. Means some technology which we will go directly to the space, take the sun, fetch the sun rays from this planet of the sun and will bring download on your grid. So we are working on that context. We are not working on the rooftop, or we are not working on the 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt, 3 megawatt. We need to work on a macro level. See, we are not in position. We have been blessed with so much energy. And these energy can be utilized in any way. You can use. Now, we are working, many of us know about the blockchain. Blockchain, it's something, peer-to-peer distribution. The concept of blockchain has been integrated in the solar also. Means a community which will work, generate the solar, will pass it to the next community. The next community will pass it to the third community. And gradually the whole country and the whole community will be enriched with the sun rays. We are working. We sponsor a lot of fellowship program. Initially what we were doing is that we were targeting the less LDC and ISDC countries. We have sent our team to Malawi, to the Central Africa and everywhere. They do the feasibility study. They come up with a submission, and thus gradually we take it on a macro level by helping the government, by helping the country to work on the solar energy projects. I'll just show you a small clip with your permission so that at least what I'm saying, it comes and it's clear. Okay, we'll just see the clip so it clears your eyes.
1861 Paris. French scientist Augustin Mousseau received patents for the Marmite Solaire. Since then, almost 3/4 of world's energy needs are fulfilled by fossil fuels. The growing carbon menace and the climate hazards are creating global concerns and questioning the pattern of growth. The fact that even today, over 1.2 billion people are having no access to electricity, majorly in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Anyone can guess the burden on fossil fuels and the global anxieties thereby. Amidst all these proverbial darkness, the blessings of the sun come as the biggest relief, offering bountiful solutions for a beautiful living with progress and peace that the world aspires for.
Solar will be the world's largest source of energy within the next 10 to 15 years. There is no way that any of these other sources of energy can compete with solar.
Solar energy is today being used over a large spectrum of applications, right from airplanes to wristwatches. Cost of solar modules during the last 5 years has decreased and is expected to further drop in future. This has resulted in drastic reduction of solar electricity tariffs. Investments in solar energy sector are witnessing a shift from developed to developing nations. However, the challenge is how to maximize solar investments in the Sun Belt region between the tropics, where mankind can benefit the most from solar energy to reduce their fossil fuel consumption. On 30th November 2015, when the world was struggling to find a solution to climate change, more than 70 countries among the 121 countries lying fully or partially between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn came together and launched an international solar alliance dedicated to reduce the cost of finance and cost of technology for immediate deployment of competitive solar generation assets in all member countries and to pave the way for future solar generation, storage and good technologies adapted to countries' individual needs.
Solar energy offers major potential for reducing poverty and limiting greenhouse gas emissions. This will strengthen their energy security, enhance energy access to the poor, reduce spending on costly imported fuel, and reduce demand for carbon-intensive power generation.
We want to bring solar energy into our lives and homes by making it cheaper, more reliable, and easier to connect to grid. It is making the dream of universal access to clean energy become more real.
Pour enclencher ce processus, il nous faut avoir une mise de fonds initiale. Et elle ne peut venir que des États, et donc des financements publics. Et c'est la raison pour laquelle je remercie tous les pays qui sont ici représentés d'avoir cette volonté. Je pense notamment aussi aux Pays-Bas, puisque les Pays-Bas ont voulu s'associer à la France pour mettre des financements publics.
And inaugurated the Interim Secretariat of ISA at the National Institute of Solar Energy campus at Gurugram. The Secretariat will make proposals before the Assembly to establish and enhance a corpus fund which will generate revenues for the budget of the ISA, with initial donation of $16 million from Government of India and $1 million each from public sector undertakings. Government of India will contribute $27 million to the ISA for creating the corpus, building infrastructure and recurring expenditure over 5-year duration from 2016-17 to 2020-21.
So I've been reminded I'm exceeding the time. So to cut it short, it was ISA, and I request Iran to become one of the members so we can work in a more effective and efficient and in a macro level. So let us work something beyond the rooftop, something about the solar energy in space, solar energy in water, and something like that. Thank you so much, and let's shake hands to make sun grow more brighter. Thank you.
یکی از اهدافشون هم توسعه تکنولوژی هستش که به توسعه تکنولوژی کمک کنن و کلاً با تمام شرکت‌های دیگه بتونن زیرساخت‌های انرژی خورشیدی در ایران افزایش بدن.